it's Pippa Equine Partnership here. I'm in the stable today. It's really hot outside, so I've come inside to do a little bit of filming, and I thought I'd just have a little bit of a chat about the rationalising, the irrational fear surrounding bitless riding. Myself and Holly at No Bits for Bobs did a survey recently. A good few of you may have taken part in it, and it was just trying to find out really where people felt their horsemanship skills sort of lay. So just getting a few basics out there for what you guys thought about your horsemanship in general. And then at the end there we just kind of threw in a kind of a bitless question just to say, you know, hey, would you try it? And 65% of you actually said that they would, which is fantastic. So good stuff. What was really interesting and what's prompted me to do this talk is the comments around the people who said no. And there were three sort of main topics on the no. The first one was, I can't stop my horse. Okay, so the reason why I class this as a bit of an irrational fear, and we'll just see some clips now of horses bolting, horses uncontrollable with a bit. You know, and I think the one thing the bitless community feels it has to prove constantly, you know, whether we're at shows, whether we're just relaxing in our own arena, is that, you know, if something goes wrong, it's not the fact that we didn't have a bit in the horse's mouth that was the reason that it went wrong. It's not the lack of the bit that's stopping my horse from bolting off. Thank you, Teddy. See, even my horse agrees with me. It's nothing to do with a bit. It's just the fact that my horse is relaxed and that he's trained and he's cooperating, and most importantly, he doesn't mind me being there. I'm not going to say he wants me to be there because I don't know that he wants me to be there, but but he's certainly tolerating me enough that he's relaxing while I'm riding him. Okay. So breaks don't come from a bit, and in fact, if you've ever, I mean, I've had horses bolt with me with a bit. Touch wood, it's not happened since. You know, I've not had more than a couple of uncontrolled paces, you know, since we got rid of it. But if you watch somebody with a bolt on their horse and it's, you know, we've got a bit again, we'll just go back to the clip, and you'll see, you know, when they're coming to stop, they're relying on the hand, they're relying on that stop motion, you know, stop, and actually that's not what's stopping the horse. If you didn't do that, the horse would probably just stop anyway. In fact, the less that you do, the more likelihood that your horse will stop naturally. Because the horse runs out of fear. Horses don't naturally run. Natural instincts for a horse, if it's scared, you know, there might be a bit of a, oh, what was that? But they won't generally run, they'll walk quickly. And what happens is, when that happens, they're releasing chemicals in their body that makes them go, oh, what was that? I was startled, you know, my heart's going a bit, my adrenaline's going. And then you throw into the mix, your panic. You had all your palpitations and your adrenaline rush, and you pull on and that hurts their mouth, and then the horse goes, that hurts, and actually you just added more fuel to the fire and your horse just goes, whoo. I hope that's just summarised that bits don't stop, only good training can, relaxation, trust from the horse, understanding your horse, and practising stopping. Practising stopping, if you check out my video online groundwork series, there is a video in there specifically all about flexing, and the Bitless Horseriding Island video also talks about the one rein stop. Okay, there's a few different methods for the one rein stop, but that was the main one that was kind of put in there. You know, so there are other ways of stopping than relying on the bit. You know, you can do it on the one rein, voice, seat. They're all leg aids, and these are all aids that you actually, in your survey, said, you know, most of you actually said that you think you stop it with your seat. And personally for me, I think that's right. You know, I think you stop it with your seat, you put the weight back in the seat, the horse goes, oh, you know, we've got a bit more weight now, we'll just stop. So, actually you guys got it right on the survey, and only a couple of people said hands. So that's really good. Okay, so moving on to number 2. What are the reasons for irrational reasons? The other irrational reason, or another one was that can't compete. You've got dressage, jumping, you have showing, hunting, trek, riding club, pony club. Right, there's just a few. Don't send me loads of comments saying, what about this, because, you know, I've only got so much board space. So we'll go through, we'll start over here, riding club, pony club. Well, depending on where you live, you know, check the rules on your local pony club, and riding club is on I can say on that one. So check your rules out. You'll be surprised that they don't actually exclude the bitless bridle, but a lot of them will refer to other bodies. So usually the FEI. Okay, so the FEI is sort of primarily responsible for the rules in most of these things. Certainly for show jumping, dressage, riding club, pony club, sort of generally tend to relate back to the dressage and jumping in there. In Ireland, it's show jumping Ireland. We have horse sport Ireland as well. We've got, you know, British dressage, British. There's lots and lots of different organisations, but most of them come back to this one here. And I've been looking into the rules on this, and the FEI actually allow hackamores in the show jumping. So show jumping, we can do show jumping. Bitless, that's not a problem. They do have some little rules around that, and I have published a bit of a breakdown, a bit more explanation on that on, again, the group British Horseriding Ireland. And even if you're not in Ireland, do feel free to join it. You know, we do post events on there, but we also have a group called Bitless Horseriding as well. So if you have a look for both of those on Facebook, you can come along, and all that information's on there. Showing, I can't speak for Ireland, all of it. In where I am, I generally tend to get in touch with the people at the shows. I find if I'm friendly and approachable, and I don't come up and say, hey, you horrible bitted people, how dare you ride with a bit, you know, because that isn't going to get anyone anywhere. And also I don't think that. If you approach them nicely and calmly and explain to them why, you know, you ride your horse bitless, most places are pretty relaxed, and, you know, they probably would say, you know, come on down. Okay, as long as it's not sort of maybe an affiliated sort of type class, okay, where it's kind of like points that are going to go to you know, one of the main shows. So you can probably take part in local showing. So local is fine. I'm kind of adding in the Equifest, okay. So Bitless Showing UK have got a class in Equifest this year. That is amazing. Well done, guys. Head on over. They've got a page on Facebook as well, and they could do with loads and loads of support. So if you're in the Bitless community, go and support them wherever you are in the world. You know, because they are doing a great job to promote Bitless in showing. So Equifest. So we can even go to national if we can go over to the UK there. Hunting. Now this is where if you know the rules, please get in touch with me, because as far as I can find, there are no rules. As far as I can find. You know, if you turn up in your bridle, unless people are closely inspecting it, you can just turn up in what you want. Again, don't get in touch with me saying you're all completely wrong. I'm saying I've looked into it, I can't find it. Please feel free to correct me. Just send me a link there, and no extensive comments required. Trek you can use it in. So Trek is in the UK, in Ireland, it's international. You can use it in Trek, so that's great. A riding club and pony club, like they relate back to there. Dressage. Now dressage is the sticking point because of the whole acceptance of the bit rule. So dressage is questionable. Some places will let you ride locally or out of competition. So you may not be able to go into the affiliate, but you can certainly go and enjoy yourself doing some local dressage. You can do show jumping right up to the big leagues, right up to Poissons. You can do showing, local, we've got a few national ones. Hunting, like I say, as far as I know, trek, and your riding club, pony club. Just check back with the FEI rules on there. But even if they say that you can't do the dressage, you should still be able to compete in the show jumping. You know, and maybe if you just said, you know, look, I'll do the dressage, but can I do it out of competition? I'm not fussed about, you know, getting any points. I just want to come along for the crack, for the fun, and see what they say. So, breaks, we kind of already said, you know, breaks don't come from the bit. Can't compete, well, we've already shown that you can compete in an awful lot, so there's no reason to not try and get out there and have a go and enjoy. So, thanks very much. I hope you enjoyed it, and like I say, feel free to find us all on Facebook. We have a really amazing growing Bitless community, and we're just trying to debunk some of the myths around Bitless. If there's anything that you'd like me to do a talk about, you know, I'm doing a lot of courses, I do a lot of research, and there's some amazing professors and doctors out there we can, you know, that I'm learning from and reading from. So I'm happy to kind of apply that research and my coursework to questions that you want answering. So, you know, at the risk of getting loads and loads of emails from you, if you send one into howdy at equinepartnership.ie. Okay, that's equine partnership, all one word, .ie. So, I've been Pippa Christie for Equine Partnership, rationalising the irrational fear of Bitless. Thanks. See you later.